Well, hey y'all. So today what we're going to do is we'll do a series of optical illusion sections. And I just wanted to show you a little preview of what we were going to be drawing. Just firstly, we've got some hidden circles that will be hidden in some radiating lines right here. We're going to eventually go to this one, and then this one, and then this one. These look a little bit challenging, but the thing is, if you draw everything to a point, you should be okay. So what y'all gonna need is a pencil with a pretty good eraser. You can use your own ruler or use mine. The one thing that I would tell you about my ruler that I would be very cautious about, it's got cork on the back of it. What I would recommend y'all do is just take your wipes and just wipe it off before you use it. The cork tends to pick up some things from other people who have used it before you. So you have some templates in front of you, and what we're going to end up doing with these templates is you're going to end up putting the 3-inch circle and making a circle here, as well as there is the 1 3/4 circle. But before you do that, we are going to actually find the center of our composition. So whenever you're trying to draw something in the exact center, this is what you would do. So if you would follow me, and you'll end up taking your ruler and you'll end up drawing an X from one side, and you draw it super duper light because this X is probably gonna go away. It may end up being part of your design, but we'll initially start relatively light with this. And then you're going to end up putting a point here. This is going to be your vanishing point. So after you do that, you are welcome, and this actually is very helpful to kind of lay things out a bit. You can further divide this by making a vertical line, just going through here. To make your ruler go straight, you can line it up flush with the very edge here. I don't know if I made that straight or not. It looks straight at the time. So go back, check what you have. The main thing when you're doing this is to make sure that your line goes and hits your vanishing point right there. So anyway, so what you'll end up doing here, and you're kind of sort of eyeballing this thing, but when you're laying the circle on here, one thing that I would do, I would stand up. I would look at it from all sides, and what you're going to do too, you can even take your ruler and measure from here to here and here to here, just to make sure that you got this thing centered on this. So I'm thinking I'm pretty good right here. So you're just going to take this and you'll trace it there. Alright, and then what you'll do is the 1 3/4 one. I guess you could do another size, but that's the size that I have. So when you lay this thing down, what you need to do is you look at these little triangles right here and see that they're even. You also look at the exterior. The great thing is you can see through this little template, so that is relatively helpful, I would say. I think this is center. right, so what's going to happen after this point is you're going to make these little radiating lines come out of this right here. And eventually we're going to be playing with positive and negative space and filling in some sections and all of that, but we're going to keep it simple for right now. If you have any little stray lines or marks, go ahead and erase those. All right, so I'm just sort of dividing some things out. It doesn't have to be exactly, you know, all these little sections don't have to be exactly the same size. You can kind of look and judge and estimate and all the things. But anyway, I'm going to, what you're gonna do is you're gonna take this, make sure that it lines up with that vanishing point right there. And you're gonna take your ruler, line it up with your vanishing point, and you're gonna make a line right there. Then you'll move it over. And let's see here, I kind of like go like that. And then I make sure that it hits right here with my vanishing point, and I take it to either side right there. All right, and then I'll move it over here. And really these radiating lines, there's no rhyme and reason. You just need to make sure that they just hit that vanishing point. So let's see. I'm kind of going random. That looks pretty good. Okay, so what we'll do after this video, we'll end up moving to another one. Basically, what's gonna happen here is eventually you're going to end up making little marks that are going to demonstrate what areas eventually will be filled in. So you're going to eventually do like positive and negative space with this. I kind of practiced on this one as well as on this one, but we're not going to worry so much about that now. These little marks are going to indicate the areas that are going to be black. This will be white. It's kind of like every other section on here. So I'll show you like the finished product and stuff on this, but for right now, let's just draw this and then we'll come back to that.